Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will learn how to drop, impute, or fill the missing values of our data frame. Let's import the required packages. Here we only need pandas. So we import pandas as PD. We read our data GDP underscore China underscore rename.csv into pandas data frame. We also display the column names, which we probably used in the lecture. Okay, let's write. For missing values, in a lot of cases, we want to drop them. Of course, in the case, if you have large enough data sets, yeah, you can drop the missing values totally. Let's see how to drop a rule with all missing values. That means the whole rule. Of course, in this lecture, our case has only population with missing values, but maybe you will meet this case in the future project. Here, I define a new data frame because I don't want to change the original DF because I will use it throughout the whole lecture. DF we drop now their condition or equal to all. Yeah, this will be delete the whole rule with missing values. Okay, let's write. Df new add wait. But for our case, because just now I said we have only population has missing value, it can't meet the condition that the whole rule with missing data. We have only one in the rule. So how to dealing with the rules only having one or at least one null values? Yeah, maybe 2, 3, or 4, something like that, but not all. Of course, also dealing with the or, I mean this command, still use df underscore new, df drop nar. Yeah, we only use this. That's right. Of course, if you want to change, because this is a lecture, I show you many methods. But for you, if you want to only use one method, you don't need to use this new variable name. You can use df.dropNar. Maybe you can put in place is true equal true. Yeah, you can put this in the parentheses, then change the original df directly. Let's use the methods to check if the missing has been dropped. We can do this here. We use a simple and nice way. Missing is df. We can use here's df new, because we show the df new. Df is null or null, means null. We already learned this in our last lecture. Null. Then sum function, another sum. Another sum. We print f string format. We use simply we missing, then curly bracket, the may see in. Okay, missing. Let's print. You see the missing no is 0. In fact, we can also check in this way. Print and df sheep. We just compare the change. We also print df new sheep. Let's write. You see, the original is 95, no is 93. Yeah, of course, you can also print the first 5 rows or whole, but some missing values is hiding is 23 row. Okay, you can use these methods to show the changing. Okay, let's see how to drop a column which have at least one missing values. Yeah, in the future, maybe in your project, you want to remove a column completely. In this project, we don't want to do that, but I just show you the method. Okay, we still df new df drop null. Then we name the access is 1. That means the column. Here, let's show the first 5 rows here and see if the column has been removed. You see, if you see this table, you see the population has been removed. Okay, let's see how to fill missing values. In most cases, we don't want to drop these missing values because we have to delete a whole row or column for time series forecasting. Yeah, this is not so good for modeling development, for forecasting. So we have to learn how to fill in the missing values. For our case, we have only population has missing value, so it's easy. But first, let me do this. We create list, shortly L. The list, maybe we print 3, 4, 5, 22, 23, 24. This is the index, this index. That means we only need the index 3, 4, 5, and so on. this in the list. Then we display here we display df log. Yeah, we already learned this in the previous lecture. We print L, the row is L. The column, we only print population. Population has missing values. I print, in fact, no print, but you can print, you can put print. I said print, I mean display this. Here's some mistakes. Oh, we run L first, then this. You see? Now you understand clearly about what I mean. So, you see, the missing value is at index 4 and index 23. Yeah. Now let's see how to fill with specific guessing value. Yeah, I'm doing this because I want to see the values before and after the missing values. Yeah, here we can guess. For example, here's the value is 8.9. This value is 9.19, and so on. We can guess number. Here, maybe we guess something like 9.0. Of course, here may be different, but to simplify the question, we just see how to fill in with one value, 9.0. Let's do it. We use df new equal df fill now. No, we are not drop, but we are fill now. Fill now with a specific number we guess is 9.0. No, let's also show concerning rules. You see, oh here, sorry, here because we use the df new. Here we change df new because we changed the df new. Yeah. You see, we fill number with 9. But if you really don't like, you said, oh, maybe the second miss value is 7.5 is good. Yeah, you can do that. But here I said with one value, yeah. But here we can use another way to change it. We can use df new if you really want to do this. In fact, we have advanced methods later. These methods only for simplified issue. Yeah, simplify the case. There's one or two missing values. Yeah. So we use log. We want to change which value? 20, I think 20, 23. This little one. 23, the row, then the pop. We change it to maybe 7.5 like this. No, let's display the df new. Maybe we'll show this. Only this rules that we think is important for us. You see, here we change it to 7.5. Of course, here you can use this code df.new.log for, yeah, I mean use this one to instead of this. Okay, let's come to the second method, filling missing values with a meaning value. No, we find an easy one for population or other columns. For example, with missing values, we just filling the missing values with their meanings or one meanings of a column. Let's see how to do it. First, because we have only one column with missing values, is very flexible to dealing with it. We can use new fill now we use df pop then we use his meaning dot mean like this, then we display this to see the changes. You see, now we're filling the population with the meaning of the whole population columns. It's 8.3 something, 8.3 something here. Yeah, all with the meanings. Okay, but this method in fact is filling all the missing. In our case, just now I said only population with missing value, but in some cases there are other columns. This method is fill other missing values of column with population. That means all. Suppose GDP missing value, yeah, GDP's missing value is also filled with populations, meaning this one, because here is DF. Of course, you can put population here, only means population, but we can do in other way. Here we can do something like this. Here I maybe is define new, also new. I will explain later why I should add something else. df new, we use df still fill nar df mean. In fact, we can use this. This means all the missing values, or we can see the missing values will be filled with the meaning of each column. Population's missing value are filled with population's meaning. GDP's missing value are filled with GDP's mean, and so on and so forth, like that. So let's write. You see, there's a warning, in fact, not error at the moment. It says in a future version, this will be raised type error. It says select only valid columns before calling the reduction. Here also said columns in data frame reduction with numeric only none. This means we should select the numeric columns because in our data frame there's province and GDPR ranking are strings. So in order to avoid future error, maybe next version, we add something like this. Maybe we set df number, a numerical df data frame. That means short form. We select only the numerical columns. Here we df drop. We can it easily to use drop. If you have many column, yeah, we only drop few. Here we drop user list because we drop more than one. We drop province. We also drop GDPR. They are strings here. Then we also tell pandas which rules is the first rule. The first means column. Then here we changed into df number, df num numeric meaning. Let's write. You see, there's no warning, and we show related rules. You see, no, yeah, population the same. In fact, with this, because this is for all the column, just as I said, with each column's meaning. Okay, let's see how to fill with the dictionary values. This is very convenient for more than 2 columns. You can define the different fill method. Yeah, with this. Let's see. New. We use df fill now. We use a dictionary. Here, for example, pure population. You can use double or single quotation mark is okay. Then here we just use df. You can use a guess number here, but here we use df pop. Pop meaning or media is okay. We use meaning here. Meaning. If there's a second column or third or fourth, you can put here. Yeah, in this format. Here we have only one. Okay, let's display these rules. You see, you get the similar result. Okay, let's see how to fill with built-in methods. There's a lot of methods built in Pandas. Let's see some important methods. The first one, we still use df new is df fill nar method. Here we use fill f fill. That means the forward. Yeah, that means the forward method, filling method. Let's print and see. Let's display these rules. Let's see. Run it. Here's some mistake. Oh, yes. Dot. You see, here's 8.9. Forward fill. That means we forward the value at index 3 to the missing values. We forward the value at index 22, this one, to the missing value at index 23. Yeah, just a forward. This is forward method. And oppositely, there's another one is called a B fill. B fill is just the opposite. Let's copy and show. So it here is we change to B. Run it, then we see the results. You see, it just copy this one, the value at number index 5, and copy this number to the missing values, replace the missing values, or fill, yeah, the missing values. And 24 index, the value at this index is copied to 23 instead of missing values. Yeah, this is the method. In fact, here's a reference. You can go to in fact, this is Pandas state frame fill now. There's more detailed information. Yeah, you can learn it. But what I introduced here is enough for your project. There's another important method is fill with interpolate. Yeah, this method is very important. I like this method. I usually use interpolation. The first one, we use a linear. We still use df new is df here is interpolate here. If there's no parameters here, that means the default is linear. Yeah, the default is linear, is equal to method is linear. Yeah, because it's default, you needed to put into the parentheses. Okay, let's see what's the result. You see, this time here is something like 9.194. You see? Oh, we didn't run. Yeah, you see, 9.07. Then next is 9.19. It's linear. In fact, it's just the meaning of these two numbers, the number at index 3 and number at index 5. Yeah, it's right like a line, then this point. Also, this missing value is 70.5. You see, it looks very nice. It's just a value between the values before and after this missing value. Okay, we also have a pad. Pad is very similar. Pad, maybe we write here method equal to pad. Then pad, sometimes when we put a limit here, we use 2. I will explain it. We put it here, maybe next line. Let's run this. You see here, the pad is just copy the value previous. You see, like the forward field, but here difference we have a limit 2. That means if there's continuous missing value here, for example 5, also missing 22 index here, also missing, that means there's more missing together. Here's limit 2, only copy twice. That means 4, index 4, index 5, then here stopped. Only you can set here is 1, only 1, or 3 or more, according to your project. Okay, there's another method is called polynomial method. Polynomial. Of course, polynomial 1, order 1 is linear. Here we write order. I said order 1 is linear. It's this one. But here we use polynomial 2. We also show the result. Let's run and run. You see, here is 9.054. This one is 8.9. Very close. You see, but a little bit different. Yeah, polynomial. Another method is cubic spline. Also, there's spline. Here I introduce spline. Cubic spline. We just copy this and change the method. We change it to cubic spline. Cubic spline, here we also use order 2. Then we display relatively rules that we care. Let's run and run. You see, this one is 9.05, very close, but a little bit different. 7.5322 yeah, a little bit different. But cubic spline is makes more the curve. I mean the curve more smoothing compared with this in the polynomial. Yeah, that's the difference. I like this because just now I said is a very smooth curve. You can reference to the data frame, the pandas data frame Interpolate. Yeah, just click this link. There's a lot of detailed information. Or here's another one is W3 school. Yeah, this links is also some detailed information. But what I introduced here is enough for the projects in the future. Okay, now I like to save these results, the data frame filled with I mean the missing values in the data frame has been imputed the field. Yeah, let's save this data for our future analysis. We already learned how to save the data frame into CSV. So here's dfnew to underscore CSV to our data folder. Yeah, if you are different, just save it to your data folder. Date, then the name. We give it a name is easy to remember or easy to see the meaning. We call it GDP China miss, that's missing values, miss CL cleaned. Yeah, this I like this name. CSV, the extension. This time we should not forget we exclude the index number, this number, index. We set it false. Or when we import, there's an extra columns. Yeah. Of course, we can tell pandas we have already one. Yeah, we have done that in previous lecture. But here we just save the data frame excluding the index number like this. Okay, let's run and save it. Yeah, no error. We can double check our data. You see there's GDP China miss cleaning. Okay, thank you. See you in next lecture.